guys. Alright, let's get right into it. First of all, I think I want to prime my eyes. We all slept in the living room tonight, or last night, because we wanted to watch Christmas movies together and spend time with the kids. So that's what we did last night, and it was fun. My daughter's a little tired though, so going into Create in the Dare to Create palette. A little tired though, so we had to convince her to lay down. You know, it wasn't just like a, oh, we're all just gonna go to sleep and it's super fun. It was like, oh, we're all gonna go to sleep and it's gonna be super fun. And then it was like, alright, it's time to lay down. We're not playing anymore, sis. Come on. But, you know, what else can you expect from a 2-year-old? It was still fun. And I'm just packing this Create color on the inner and outer corners. Just packing it right in there. Any maroony color, cranberry, you know, whatever you got, that will do. Or, you know, make your own color story, it don't matter. Okay, then I want to take a burnt orange color. I'm thinking Vibrant right here. I'm gonna blend that out a little bit. I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and just a neutral color, whatever suits you. And I'm gonna go on my eyebrow and just kind of blend that in a little bit. Just so, I mean, if it does go up all the way to my eye, at least it's eyebrow, it's blended in, you know. Okay, now I'm going to cut my crease. I think this is going to be my base. I want a very pink color, I think. You could leave it like this and then just pop a darker color onto the edge. but I'm gonna try this very pink shimmery shade in the Zulu palette, so I'm gonna take that just like that, and I'm going to put that right on top of what I just did. Then I'm going to take the brown, the Zulu palette, and I'm going to smoke out the edge. I think I'm going to take Expression right here just to get it a little bit darker. Oh. That in.
Right after you left.
Oh, I was trying to be quiet. I'm sorry.
I don't think it was
Thank you.
Mama.
Thank you. Yes, I'm drinking coffee. I'm going to take a black liner. Yeah, the one downside to us all sleeping in the living room is like, can't sneak away very well. But it was fun, and I hope she enjoyed it. Hopefully it'll be a tradition we do every year. I didn't want to do it on Christmas Day because, you know, we still have stockings to fill and make it look like Santa came, and so can't do that. But I figured, you know, one night would be fun to have the kids all in there with us. My son didn't actually sleep in the living room with us, but he hung out in there until it was time for him to go to sleep. So next year when he's big enough, he'll be able to sleep in there with us. But I was too afraid with us all being in there that someone would roll over him or we wouldn't sleep, because he's very hard to please when it comes to sleeping. Like, he likes to be in his bed where it's nice and quiet and dark and no one's bothering him, and even then sometimes he will fight to go to sleep because he doesn't want to go to sleep, you know. So I was just like, no, he's not this year, but he'll stay in here until, you know, until bedtime. But my daughter really got to experience it, so that was what really mattered, because she's, you know, old enough to see all that, and well, not understand all of it, but, you know, most of it. Like, trying to do like a big ol' dramatic wing, but like my instincts are like, no, Taylor, it's too big. dramatic. That's what I wanted. I think I might put some more of this down just because the glitter base that I put down before is coming up a little bit from where I try to put eyeliner down underneath. They're gorgeous shadows, but for some reason the second you touch them or do anything to them, they just fade away. Okay, now we gotta do our base makeup. Tonight we are going to my husband's grandmother's for Christmas, and we have absolutely nothing wrapped. Nothing. So that is what we were gonna do this morning, but I wanted to get a video in, at least filmed. And so I'm in here doing that instead, or at least for right now. After we'll probably both get on to filming and our wrapping presents, and I'm sure my daughter will get in the way and annoy at least one of us. Some more that I put it. But you know, that's life. And then I gotta make a dump cake. It's actually really easy. It's peaches, like peach pie filling, and then you take a butter cake mix, just a regular plain old butter cake mix, dump it on top, and then you cut up like 2 sticks of butter. Might only supposed to be 1, but I put 2. And then you put like the little pieces all over the cake, and then you take, I messed that up. In the peaches you're supposed to put vanilla and cinnamon and stir it all around. But then you put the cake on top, and then you put the pieces of butter, a little bit more cinnamon, and then you cook it, and it comes out like a cobbler. Because the butter melts or cooks the cake, and it ends up being more like a crumble than a cake. But it's really good. I made it for Thanksgiving for my family, and they really liked it, so I figured I'd give it a chance with his family. His family's a little bit pickier when it comes to food, so they very well might not like it, but it's cheap and it's easy and we're broken. You know, hopefully they do like it, and then, you know, it'll be something that I can switch out every year and bring. Because usually I bring pumpkin pie. That's like the one thing I bring, because nobody likes pumpkin pie except for me, my husband, and his stepdad. So it's like no one's gonna make it unless I make it. So that's what we do. And lately everyone's been like, are you gonna bring like anything for anybody else? And I'm like, well, I wasn't going to, because, you know, I'm already bringing this pie that no one else wants to make for anybody, but I guess I can. I'm gonna try cream contouring again. I I still gotta run to the store because we have no milk, which I don't guess like we absolutely have to have, but we're a family that drinks a lot of milk, like a lot, so like the fact that we don't have any is like every time we turn around it's like there's no milk. Oh, I forgot there's no milk. There's no milk. Dang it, I forgot to go get milk, you know, we just we function off milk. I actually like the way this turned out yesterday, even though I used too much. Like the first time I laid it down, it looked pretty good, so we're gonna try that. Because I thought it did turn out pretty. It blended out nicely. And it looked really good. And watch, I say that, and today turns out to be a big gigantic mess. But you know, we're learning. That's what this is. You're coming on my journey, and you're watching me learn how to do things I did not know how to do. So I don't think it looks bad. Here, going in with our concealer. I mean, I've got it, so why not try? Tells you how much I do that. Damn. I was like, that's a lot of powder just, you know, chilling right there for me to not even have put any there. I'm dense sometimes. Maybe tonight before she goes to bed we can watch the Grinch. My husband wants to watch the cartoon version, not the Jim Carrey version, which is my personal favorite anyway. So I don't know. But you know, you grow up having your favorites. Like I always watch like the Christmas Story and stuff, so like to me those are the ones I want to see the most. We all have our favorites, it's okay. I've been watching a lot of Hell's Kitchen, or like shows with Gordon Ramsay, and like now me and my husband have started calling each other donuts, or like fat cow, or whatever he decides to say, where we laugh and call each other that. It just cracks us up. And the other day, he wanted me to come over to him, and I was like, why? What do you need? He just said, get over here, you fat donut. We were watching the Today Show or something, and they were answering questions or eating food that they didn't want to eat. And my husband was getting disappointed because he was just eating a bunch of food he didn't want to eat. And he was, you know, if he can sit there and talk to people like the way he's been on the show, why can't he? I'm literally just going over it with a dirty brush. But he's like, why can't he just, you know, be honest and answer? And I was like, well, one of the questions was, what celebrity has eaten at your restaurant that you wouldn't want to come back? And like, obviously his restaurant is his business, his livelihood, so he's not going to answer that because he wants to make business. I'm gonna use this. So, I mean, of course he's not gonna answer you. Like, of course he's gonna eat pig skin or bull testicles or whatever, you know? Like, especially a celebrity, they're gonna spend stupid amounts of money on stuff they don't need, ordering ridiculous food. No, I completely understand that. I wouldn't say who I didn't like either. But yeah, my husband was not happy. He was like, well, I just don't understand. If he can talk to people the way he does, then he should, you know, man up and tell people how he feels. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I see what you're saying, but I don't know. We're gonna attempt to put on lashes, but if it doesn't happen, I'm just gonna cut this part out. These are quite a thick band, so it looks like I've attempted it once before and it did not work out. Am I pretty yet? How do I look? They definitely look crazy. I can't see. So, give that a second to dry. We'll put on my eyebrows while I'm waiting. I really need to get on to cleaning them up because these things are getting wild. Like, oh my gosh, they're wild. I'm actually gonna do it on that mirror because then I can't see all the tiny hairs. Because I've kind of got a unibrow going on right now. Like, it's legit unibrow. I don't know what they're doing, but they're being cute. All I hear is, Daddy, where are you? The other day she grabbed him by the face and she said, I love you, my daddy. She's a goofball. Okay, and now I'm gonna put some mascara on. That inner corner though does not want to stay. This side actually doesn't look too bad, but this side I can see the whole lash from underneath. Like, it looks terrible. Biggest problem I'm having with this lash is the inner corner doesn't want to attach to the actual lid, but then my bottom lash and top lash want to connect themselves, so this will dry down darker, so let's, yeah. Oh yeah. Alright guys, this is it. This is the finished look. I used Craft by Anastasia. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Look at that lash. Look at it. Bye guys.